how the simple word because can influence people's actions and often leading to these automatic responses. Like, I thought that was really interesting, and you've some examples about the Stanford design students and how they had an unconventional approach to generating business ideas. And, some of these like kind of mind hacks, like, it was really interesting to see that you've proven them through research, but also you encourage people to practice them as well, because they do work. Could you tell us maybe a little bit about that Stanford design students' approach to generating business ideas? Because it was really interesting.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite studies, and I certainly didn't do it, but a colleague and friend of mine, Tina Seelig, did. So she was teaching a class on creativity. And what she did is she gave students $5 and said, you have 2 or 3 hours. I can't remember the exact length. And you have to go make as much money as you can off of this $5. That's your seed money. Go do things. And many of the students thought, okay, what can I do? What can I go out and do to make money? And this was several years ago. So one group waited in line for people. Another group made reservations for people for restaurants, etc. So many people took a very traditional path. I have to try to make as much money as I can. They went into Palo Alto. This was a study done at Stanford where I teach and Tina teaches, and they looked at doing that work. Another group, one of her groups, the group that actually made the most money, rather than saying, how can I make the most money? They reframed the question. And it was, what's the most valuable resource that I have? And the part that I didn't share is part of Tina's work is you went out to the community and made some money, and then you had to come back and in front of the class present what you did and how much money you made. And this one group realized that the thing they had that was most valuable was actually an audience of Stanford students. So what they did is they went to a company and sold their 5-minute speaking slot in front of the class, and the company bought the time as a recruiting tool to recruit Stanford students.